buying the Czechs and Balances campaign. So, Bohemia. Goal. Starting as Bohemia, grant at least 2 privileges to each estate while having 50% crown land. We're not going to do the cheesy way that the wiki suggests of releasing a vassal and they start as full crown land, although that might be out of date by now. So we're going to do it the old-fashioned hard way by having to click the revoke land, revoke land, revoke land, revoke land button. Boop. So it should be a nice chill game where we have no other goal. There's no need to expand. There's no need to even worry about if we get shrunk. All we want to do is live long enough to click that steal land button enough times that we can get down to low enough crowned land, even with a couple of no forts, no horses. Even with a couple of privileges granted. I'll start out with Hussite land, you say? That's new and interesting. To me, at least. I know they get the events for Osdebrand. 72 is quite a long time. I think not, unless there is a cheap... And there is a cheap conversion man. Then I see no reason not to stay Catholic. That will help people like us. Speaking of people liking us, who don't like us, Lithuania, but they're probably going to get PU'd, so we ignore them. Austria, who hates Austria? The Ottomans. So the Ottomans are a valuable potential person to seek out friendship with. Yoink. And Hungary. Hungary is a worry. There. That potentially makes Poland my friend, and they're going to eat Lithuania, and it also helps buffer against Lithuania. So yes, we'll go with Poland. Hopefully they don't drag us into a war with the Empire. And we'll get ready to absorb our minions. Trade guy? Sure, why not? Morale man? Why not? We're still going to make a profit. Now, if you could gather up. We don't have a leader because we're in interregnum. So I can't start drilling. Come on, get together. Yeah, I don't think that needs to be up on pause. Whoa! I don't know why that reloaded, but anyway, I'll close that and that won't happen again. Good. Now, what's the supply limit over here these days? I could have twice as many units here without worry, so I might as well go up to force limit, or as close as we can get, given our fiscal constraints. And we could have a look at passing some of those reforms. So, I want ones ideally that don't actually increase their crown land. So like that one. This one. I'm not giving up tax though. Stability cost goes up. That could actually be very much worth it if you just used events to go up and down. This also does nothing. Supremacy over the crown, I think not. I do love strong duchies. Yep. I see no reason not to give that one. Over here. You sadly cost us crown land, so you're against the goal of this campaign. Missionary maintenance cost. Sure, I've got conversions to do. And for the burgers, I do like the free prestige one. Yeah, why not? Cool. Oh, something is wrong with chat. Just let me fix that. So that should be this, this, this. Go away, and we're all good now. Honor the compacts. The compacts of Basel. The Hussite Wars continued with religious peace. Oh no, concluded with religious peace between the moderate Utraquist faction of the Hussites and the Catholic Church. Thus far, the compacts have been honoured and peace has returned to Bohemia, yet tensions with the Hussites have not disappeared. The followers of Huss count many among both the people and the nobility among their number. Perhaps we ought to eradicate the heresy. This option leads towards peaceful reconciliation, or there can be no peace with the heretics. Missionary strength +2. You want to marry me, which I quite like. I'd like it even more if you accept the union. Now, I can counter-hate Hungary without too much fear as long as he doesn't get Austria as a friend. Although he does have Austria as a friend, so let's not do that. More money. And until we have a leader, there is no reason to pay... Well, I do like that one, but there's no reason to pay you. Speed 4 even. Now, what does our mission tree look like? Here is... A lot of time has passed. Barbara of Scilly. The Royal Order of the Dragon was created by Holy Roman Emperor Sigismund. No, anyway. And Barbara of Scilly, Holy Roman Empress and Queen of Hungary and Bohemia. This order requires its initiates, the selected nobility, to defend the cross and fight the enemies of Christianity, serving as regent when her husband was absent. Barbara also administered large feudal fiefdoms and taxes independently, and was actively involved in politics and the economy. When the two of them attended the Council of Constance, many were struck by her youth, vitality, and beauty. With the death of her husband in 37, Barbara has taken on the role of a dowager queen, settling down in Bohemia and retiring from political life. Despite this, the imperial court still views her with some suspicion. We could certainly benefit from her experience, even though this might strain relations with the emperor. So we get a cheap level 2 advisor. And Austria hate us, or prestige. Humiliate Austria. Wow. Global dominance. Be the strongest in trade in Saxony. And integrate Silesia. Well, I am trying to do that. I'm working on getting them friendly. And where would that lead us? To attempting to own Nitra. Don't have a regency council. The ruling Poland dynasty is no dynasty. Okay, we've got Carol VI Choktek, who has sadly not good bird, but we will live. We can summon a diet. What would you like? Base tax of 5? In where? In that one? It could be done. Own at least one province in Austria. Well, that sounds unlikely. And production in Beetlejuice. I can't. I just give up. Yeah. 5 production in grain. No, we'll go with the base tax. So the base tax in here. We are even going to be extra cheap and say let's make it cheaper to do. Ta-da! We gain prestige. Hungary has announced the Ottomans as a rival. That makes declaring Hungary a rival more tempting. Then we would share 2 potential haters. Oh, and it looks like Poland are Jagiellonizing up. So we're going to stop doing you. We're going to go over to here and start trying to support our heir. Which does tie up a lot of diplomat time, but who doesn't like free mana for winning the election cycle? Yes, now that I have a king, that's not so bad. We get an heir that's better than the king, which immediately means the king must train our troops. The return of the Hussites, attempt at enforcing religious peace, have broken down. Juri Ziprozdebrand, leader of the Hussite faction, has raised an army and marches... this sounds like I should be upping my military maintenance. Yoink. And marches on Prague. He means to make himself king and secure religious freedom. Huss knew the truth. We lose and became... We get a 5-4-3, but we suddenly become Hussite. No, thank you. We try and do a mixed message where we say the king has his own religion and the state religion is different, but I still want the good king, which is somewhat tempting. Or stay loyal to Rome, which is what we're going to pick. Dun, dun, dun. I will pay 35 ducats for some mill points. Woof, woof, woof. We are babysitting a neighbour's dog. I don't want your friendship. Why aren't you leveling up your morale? No! I wish you could set a default one to... Well, good for us, I guess. Not intentional, but we will live. Hardly worth restarting over. Hussite is not allowed to convert to another. Oy vey. Well, we can learn about the Hussite crap. What have they got? True faith. Goods produced. Ooh. Culture conversion. Corruption go away. Manpower. These seem really quite strong, honestly. Although I do lose out my... I should have spent my Pope points. Ah, oh well. Well, now to undoing what we just did. Now what are our odds over here? 10% chance? And who else is trying? Brunswick. Curse you, Brunswick. Is there a diplomat? Oh, there is, but they're expensive. And I'd rather level up our army. Oh, and hello new king. You have amazing stats, so we would have hoped you got a better roll than that, but kings don't always roll well. continue building up towards source limit. Religious uproar. I'll take the unrest. Not having much luck there, are we? Oh, there we go. We got a point. Why aren't you merging? Very good. Now there surely can't be much... No, bribery left to do with you. Ottomans have too many relations. Bugger. Well, there are other things we can do to make you happier, like giving you access. Higher opinion helps. It influences this chance, so we like higher happiness with us on that front. And we can then get back to doing our minions. And our training paid off. Our king has gotten a bit better, or at least less crappy. I might go with Hungary, under the assumption that they get PU'd, and that they're relatively safe to do, and that it might help encourage him to be more friendly. As if Brunswick is winning by so much. Boo! We really need a level 1 version of him. Importing iron or mercantilism. I will take the short-term payoff, as we don't expect this to be an especially long campaign. And we nearly get to go click that button again. So what's the next one? Have 100% religious unity. That's a tall ask. Well, it won't take that many years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 years. Also, our nobles are getting a bit grumpy, so we're gonna stop training so that we're ready for them. Troops slaughter the nobles, and then return to drilling. For a little while we lose some money while we reinforce our troops, but only a little bit of money. It's not going to cripple our economy, and we could make it a bit less costly by doing that. Now, are you actually friends with Brunswick? You aren't, so I should be at an advantage in that, because I have the alliance modifier, I should be able to have more. Now, ooh, you're at war with Burgundy. That is the sort of thing that makes marrying Burgundy for a Burgundian succession tempting. Our bitches can wait. Burgundy, how would you like to maybe get inherited by me? You have too many relations. Everyone has too many relations these days. But this is the price we pay for me bringing out the how to World Conquest for, or how to one-tag World Conquest for idiots foolproof on very hard mode strategy of just playing as Austria and literally allying everyone in the HRE so that they don't attack each other. It was quite a nice little strategy. And then the next patch after I release that, boom! Nerfed into the ground. Too many relations. The AI don't want any. Instead of relations, always keep a free slot for you. Now, we should be ready to click our estate button again. Yes? Midway through next month. I'm not giving you access, you both suck. Yoink. We go crush the single clergy that's a bit angry with us. Hopefully we get there before he finishes sieging. And we win even though we have low morale because of the 10-to-1 rule. Very good. Get back home, ideally before we suffer attrition. Yes! Turn off our fort. Excellent. Hungary has been PU'd? No. Ooh. Regency Council. Now, are you saying that you still don't want to potentially get absorbed and you're at max? You are at max. Okay. So there's nothing else we can do there to speed that up. And we have got a better chance than Brunswick. So given time, we should win that. I will allow you because I want you to marry me. And denying access lowers relations, and we don't want to do that if we're trying to convince him to marry us. We can go back to trying to bribe our underlings so that they will allow us to integrate them. Annex vassal. We once again have low morale, but I expect that we should be able to win on training. Ooh, not quite. Well, one tick of morale. Try again. Come on. Silly Catholics. Stop resisting and die! Happy nobles. And to be clear, I could have won that fight if I had just been bothered microing in troops behind each other, but we shouldn't really need that for this achievement. Hell, we're almost there. We're like 1.5 clicks away of that away. Back to training. Yes, come on, are we in the lead now? No, but we have caught up almost to Mecklenburg. Why not indeed? And admin. Convert more. And we've almost got enough church power for our first aspect. Halfway there. How quickly does it increase? There we go. Plus, let's say 1 a month. So each year's 12-ish. So, what, 4 more years and a bit? Let's say 4.5 years. Eight. Come on, surely we're winning now. Yes! Well, aside from Poland. And Poland's stats are better than ours, so they might actually try and fight us on this. suck, but oh well. Yeah, you're over 100, but you're still not interested. Let us indicate that we are interested in being friends with you. Take another look at you. You may be going to go friendly. We have discovered their spy network. Holy, they were up to 100, or at least in the range of 75 to 100. That's a bit worrying. You still don't like me enough. Sucks to be me. Back to bribing you. And training. Watching this number go up. Soon we will be able to build supply depots. I really don't care about supply depots. I don't care about refill garrison like 99% of the time. This is the big important one for me. I love disband manpower, and the reserves one is good too. It suits my just throw infinite infantry at the problem playstyle. Have another diet. What would you like? Cheb is Hussite. Sure. For 20 years, and upon completion we get a half-price Inquisitor. Yes, please. Introduce a new heir. Oh, because I don't have a consort now. And I can't remarry our people. Oh, tough luck. Maybe we'll get a talented and ambitious daughter. I am willing to go help you, but just not straight away. And now we wait like 4 days. 1, 2, 3, 4. Send in half. Wait 4 more days. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is what I should have done on that other fight, because it ensures a constant supply of new high morale. Then go back home and back to training. I don't care about the legitimacy. Our legitimacy is really very high. And back to training. Denmark inherits Holstein without taking full advantage of getting to inherit stuff for free. It's a bit cheesy, but hey, if the game's going to give you free integration, why not? Or free inheritance. Now I've got to do Cheb once this one is finished. Oh, and our nobles are unhappy again, so we actually need to be ready for that. Come on, trigger, so I can go back to training. I suppose what I could do is only train half of them. As long as there's less than... yeah, as long as there's less than 12 of them, that's fine. Although, you need to move off of... oh, I said you need to move off of the province. And then come back. We outflank them. We outmorale them. We outlive them. Because they're dead. And back to training. No, Mecklenburg has taken over. Possibly because I imagine Poland supported them based on stats. That's a pretty big jump since last I saw them. And we're high enough with this guy that at the end of the year we'll go back to bribing Poland. How long till we can click this again? 4 more years. So let's speed up some then. The Great Bullion Famine. We were going to go back to bribing you to keep our chances of getting success in the election results high. Yep. And at the end of this year, we should be able to integrate these kids. I'll take the larger amount of dip power. Yes, yes we can. So we'll stop doing you. Goodbye. Person who we can annex. You reconsidered your position on not marrying me. Ooh, very nearly. And fortunately we're almost done with Poland, so we can try bribing him just a little bit more. And we get to choose our first power. Improve relations is quicker. Ooh. Stab hit to declare war. Yuck. Manpower is nice. Especially seeing as we're nowhere near full manpower. Religious unity up is also nice. War score versus other religions. Oh my god, that's amazing. You combine that with the next age's minus war score cost from religions and you could take absurd amounts of land. If I swapped over to Mr. Diplomat, I could get that marriage. And he has no heir. I think that's probably worth doing. As expensive as it is. I'll roll that dice. It also helps our chances with you. Yeah, 18% instead of 13. And we could try sucking up to you again as well, get you over 100. We're slightly losing money. We should check out our trade situation. Are we doing sensible things? Yes, we are. Sadly, trade in Germany sucks because there's just so many little nations that caravan forwarding power is absurd. Tax modifier? Or manpower? In this case, as always, we pick manpower. Well, there are some cases that would pick tax, but you'd need someone who just is basically probably maybe only using mercs or something. I tend to prefer the manpower one. Now, what else have we got? We've got to get you up to integration range. You're taking a lot longer than I would have guessed. Aren't you the same culture as me? Same culture group. People are, ugh, we get a disgusting air. Can I throw the baby away, please? In the bin with you. Prestige is made for spending. I'd sooner encourage the existence of my talented and ambitious daughters. There we go, and immediately Ra rewards my cruelty. Significantly better, baby. And you are over 100 with me now, but it is not enough. Mecklenburg's running away with this somehow, even though I have Mr. Diplomat. Maybe I should take diplomatic ideas. Would we be in the positive if we weren't paying military missionary maintenance? No, we would not. Well, sucks to be us. Well, actually we might be, because we wouldn't have to pay for religious unity going away as well. How much is that costing us? No, still not enough. About a third of what we need. I need nothing from you, except the prestige from pretending I need nothing. Mercantilism is correct. Diplo ideas. Yes. The Diplo rep is a long way away there. But it's a long way away here as well. And extra diplomats are always useful in the HRE. We could try and make the Pope less pissed with us. Who else would we like? You could be... No, you hate Poland. I could work on what? I could work on claims on Brandenburg. Oh, and we're making money again. Did you die? No, we're just making more money. They're nearly fully trained. And then we could go a while without paying for them, which would be nice. That said, more professionalism is also nice. Seize the land, but before we do that, make sure everyone is ready for the fight. Come join your brothers. Hopefully none of you are horsies. None of you were horsies, very good. Probably enough morale. Very good. We don't care about you, Saxony. You aren't worth caring about. New units are worth caring about. What's our force limit these days? Ah. And we should strictly merge and get rid of the ones that we inherited. Are you full states? Well, we can work on that as well. That will increase our force limit some potentially. Realise that I can go click lower autonomy. Very good. Does that help? Yes, a little bit. We'll just keep one locked on you. And it's almost time to click this button again. And we can click that one. What would you like? Prada can have a church. Why not? You should be training. Oh, because I'm poor. That's a good reason. Am I poor because this... No. I'm probably poor because of our army being over the force limit. So... we get rid of 2 more. There we go. It's almost very likely to be another scammer. For some reason, I get lots of scam phone calls on the home phone line. Making claims is so much harder than it once was. Inside the HRE, 50% more difficult. Still, missionary's nearly done. Drop down, please. Really wish that was quicker. Now, where was our half-price missionary man? He won't earn us money the way the other one does, but he costs less money, which is pretty much the same. We're allowed to build supply depots. We can chop off an advisor's head. Lose our good statesman. 4? 4? Why 4? Oh, because our dip rent went down because we integrated people. Fine, we'll chop off his head because he's no longer worth keeping around and just go with cheap person. Finally have enough for claim number 1 here. Maybe go take another look at you. He's friendly. Abandon all other activities. We must ally the Ottomans. Oh yeah. And then we make sure to keep him happy. And keep him happy. little bit of bribery and corruption will get us what we need here. Very good. Our manpower is getting a bit high. And I guess we just speed up till we're good for this. Go back to doing you. You're also at 100. Then, who should I pick? Maybe... Maybe Thuringia? Or Saxony? Saxony probably hates Brandenburg, and I hate Brandenburg, or at least I'm eyeing up their provinces. Yes. Could have more allies. We can have another one of these. What can we have? True faith tolerance sounds good. So does goods produced. 60 ducats for unrest. No. I'm not paying admin for it either. We've got to keep our eye on this. I should probably... Well, what province is it? Holovo and Hanis. So these two. This one is the bigger one. So we'll split off half and put them on Hanis. That should do what we need. Stab. Government reform. Well, you know what? Let's stab up and then get level 3 via the event. Always lovely. You want to marry me again, but you're getting integrated, so I don't care. Holy moly, Mecklenburg. Still, can't win if you don't fight. And it means that we'll know when the next round occurs. Yes, we win. Come back and train with the others. Because you have just lost a whole bunch of... The Kingdom of Italy, Shadow Kingdom, has happened. We get to choose, do we want Italy to become part of the Empire? We must reign in Italy is my vote. Try and make Austria do some stupid things. Encourage them to go ram themselves head first into Italy. Come on, drop down. Thank you. I'm so not used to you being these little nations instead of being Pomerania. A Regency Council until our decent baby comes to the throne. What's our queen got? Stab cost? Well, we're already at positive stab, so we don't really want more stab. And queens aren't allowed to become... Female regents cannot become generals, aside from event ones. They use the magic of events to bypass normal requirements. Austria say lose Italy. Well, we tried to encourage them to do the right thing. You know what? We will actually have a leader. And train with that leader. 1 year away from being able to click this and then hopefully get the achievement. The only thing we will have fought are rebels. But hey, work harder. Sorry, smarter, not harder. Oops. Work harder, not smarter. No, thank you. That does not sound like a good motto. Though I don't mind the old, the harder I work, the luckier I get one. Very good. Go back to doing our allies. Why is Moldavia spying on me? Did you get made a subject of Hungary instead of Poland? Okay. It's a weird world we live in these days. What else could we do? We could build a church or two, probably. And where did I promise? Oh! Oh, come on, I had a marriage. Oh, no, I didn't, because my king died. No! No! It could have been mine. Oh, well. I didn't think of that at the time. Easy to overlook. Here we go. Seize the land, but first, let's stop this so that we're ready to go fight them. Fight me! Yeah, that'll do. Fight me. Alright, now we need to give out a second reform that doesn't cost land for all of them, and we should be good. Like that one. Like that one. Double check. Does not give away crowned land. Like that one. And then at the end of the month, dun 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 dun, Czechs and Balances. Whoa, that was so hard. But, you know, I don't have that many achievements left, and I've got to work through some of the easier ones too. So I hope you have enjoyed watching, and you'll join us next time. Peace.